In a quiet village, nestled between mountains, there once lived a young man who felt deeply lost in life. Every morning, he would rise with the sun, look out over the misty hills, and ask himself, "Why am I here? What is my purpose?" But no matter how hard he thought, no answer came. Each day he would wander through the village, feeling more disconnected from the world and himself. One day, consumed by his sense of purposelessness, he decided to seek the guidance of the village's Zen master. The master lived in a humble temple at the top of the mountain, where the wind whispered through the trees, and the only sounds were the rustling of leaves and the gentle flow of water from a nearby stream. The young man climbed the steep path to the temple, arriving breathless and weary. The Zen master, a serene old man, sat peacefully by the temple garden, observing the movement of the clouds. "Master," the young man began, "I am lost. I don't know my purpose in life. No matter where I search, I cannot find it. Please, tell me how to discover my purpose." The Zen master closed his eyes for a moment, then smiled softly. "Ah, the search for purpose," he said. "It is a burden many carry. Sit with me for a while." The man sat down beside the master, his heart still heavy with confusion. The master pointed to a small stream flowing nearby. "Look at this stream," he said. "It flows naturally, without asking itself why. It does not seek a destination. It simply moves with the land, finding its way over rocks and around trees. Yet it nourishes everything it touches. Do you think the stream asks what its purpose is?" The young man looked at the stream, perplexed. "But master," he said, "I am not a stream. I need to know my purpose, so I can live a meaningful life." The master chuckled softly. "Let me tell you a story," he said. The story of the lost traveler. Once, there was a traveler who set out on a journey to find a legendary treasure that was said to give meaning to life. He traveled far and wide, through forests and deserts, over mountains and across rivers. But no matter where he looked, he could not find the treasure. He grew tired and frustrated, feeling that his search was in vain. One day the traveler came across an old monk, meditating by the roadside. Desperate, he approached the monk and said, "I have been searching for the treasure that gives life meaning, but I cannot find it. Can you tell me where it is?" The monk opened his eyes and smiled. "I will tell you," he said, "but first, sit with me and rest for a moment." The traveler, though impatient, sat down beside the monk. As he sat, he noticed the warmth of the sun on his skin, the gentle breeze on his face, and the sound of the birds singing in the trees. For the first time in a long while, he stopped thinking about his search and simply allowed himself to be present. After some time, the monk spoke again. "Do you see the flowers blooming beside the road?" he asked. "Yes," the traveler replied. "Do you see how they bloom without effort, simply because they are part of the earth and the sky? They do not search for meaning. They are content with the present moment." The traveler looked at the flowers and felt a wave of understanding wash over him. He had been so focused on finding the treasure that he had forgotten to experience the journey itself. The teaching. The Zen master turned to the young man sitting beside him. "You see," he said, "the traveler had been searching for something outside of himself, believing that his purpose was something distant, something he had to find. But in Zen, we teach that purpose is not a treasure to be found. It is not something that exists in the future or in the distant lands of our imagination." The young man furrowed his brow. "Then what is purpose, master?" The master smiled again. "Purpose is not a destination. It is the way we walk the path. Just like the traveler, when you stop seeking and start experiencing the present moment, you will realize that your purpose is in each step you take. It is in the simple act of living, fully aware, without attachment to where you are going. He continued, when you let go of the need to define your purpose, it reveals itself in the small things, how you speak, how you care for others, how you tend to the tasks before you. Just like the stream, you do not need to ask why you are here. You are already nourishing the world with your presence just by being who you are right now. The realization. The young man sat quietly, letting the master's words sink in. He looked around at the simple beauty of the temple garden, the flowers blooming in silence, the stream flowing peacefully, the wind moving through the trees. For the first time, he understood that purpose wasn't something he needed to chase. It was already here, in the quiet moments of his life, waiting to be realized. Thank you, Master, the young man said, bowing deeply. I see now that I have been lost because I was looking in the wrong place. My purpose is not something I need to find. It is something I am already living. The Master nodded. Exactly. Remember, when you are lost, it is not because your purpose is hidden. It is because you are looking too far ahead. Return to the present, and you will always find your way. With a lighter heart, the young man descended the mountain, no longer searching for answers. He walked with the awareness that each step he took, each moment he experienced, was already filled with purpose. Moral of the story. In Zen, we learn that the feeling of being lost is simply a sign that we are disconnected from the present moment. Purpose is not a distant goal or treasure to be found. It is something we live in each moment through awareness, simplicity, and connection with the world around us. When we stop searching for answers and start being present with life, we discover that we are never truly lost. We are already walking the path of purpose. Thank you for watching this video. If this story resonated with you, or if it helped you see your own life in a new light, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more wisdom from Zen teachings and mindfulness practices. Share this story with someone who may need to hear it. And remember, you are never truly lost. You are always on your path, whether you realize it or not. Until next time, stay present and trust the journey.